What's going on, guys? It is Corey from SuperKamiGuru9000, and welcome to my review of Naruto, Chapter 592. And I know a lot of you guys are thinking right now, where the hell's Christian? Why isn't he here right now? Well, there's actually a pretty good reason for that. Today is the 4th of July. It is Independence Day, and because of that, our schedules are sort of jumbled and all over the place and crazy. And today, Christian is actually running in the Peachtree Road Race, which is a local race that we have every year at this time. And it's a 6-mile run, and because of that, he's not going to be able to be here today. But make sure and wish him luck, and of course we'll see him again next week. But I've decided to take the reins solo today and see what's going to happen. But I need to go ahead and hurry up and get this review out too, because I got things to do tonight as well. I got fireworks, beer, and barbecue to go to. Hey, and you know what? There's no this week. I don't care. Izanami. Now, first and foremost, you got Sasuke at the beginning of the chapter, who is just starting to question everything. What is shinobi? What is a clan? What is a village? And this is just him sort of conflicting with everything that's been going on at the moment. The fact that his brother has given him all this huge information, and he's just sort of having to soak it all in and kind of come up with his own idea about what it is that he's going to do. And then, out of the blue, just out of nowhere, there's this huge explosion in the cave. And at first, maybe I think this is another villain or something. But no, it's actually Jugo and Suigetsu who somehow managed to randomly find this cave in the middle of nowhere. Suigetsu's just like, hey Jugo, why don't you punch that cave right there? We might get real lucky. What of course is interesting about Jugo and Suigetsu being here is that they have that secret scroll that they found in Orochimaru's hideout. But we're going to get to that a little bit later. We actually get to go back to Madara and the Kages. And Madara is just continuing to do what he always does, which is be a complete and smug asshole against the Kages. And he's like, you know, you guys knew that I was so powerful before. You saw these ridiculous techniques. You should have known that Edo Tensei should have been nothing for me. And immediately this just fires Inoki up, and he's just like, we have to stop him. This is the only thing we can do. And he just starts immediately charging at Madara. But Madara's just like, huh, this guy sucks. Then there was some other stuff in this chapter that was just awesome. We actually get to cut to Naruto, the main character of the series. And what I do like about Naruto here is he's actually in his Kyuubi chakra mode. And he's just berating Toby awesomely. He's just like, man, you look like you're in a lot of pain. And Toby's like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, that's what I'm imagining anyway, because you're wearing a mask, but I'd love to see what you really look like under there. Guy is also incredibly enthusiastic about all this. He's like, take that, little pinky, as he's attacking the Gedo Mazo statue. After a little bit of this, though, Toby's like, you know what, I'm sick of this crap. I'm finally going to use the Eight-Tails Tentacle and the Kinkaku Brothers Chakra, and I'm going to go ahead and summon the Ten Tails, and that's what looks like it's getting ready to happen. He is immediately getting ready to summon the Gedo Mazo statue, which is starting to erupt out of the ground. And if you actually look in one panel, it appears to be a single eye is inside the mouth of the Gedo Mazo statue. And I was really excited at this part. I was like, holy crap, the Ten Tails is about to come out. But in typical Kishimoto style, he decided to cut away back to Sasuke. Anko is still in the cave, and she is alive. And one thing that is interesting about her, we learn that she still has the curse mark, and that can mean only one thing. Orochimaru is still alive. Yes, I cannot believe it myself. Orochimaru is actually alive. Apparently he was never defeated by Itachi. Or at least that's what I'm thinking right now. Apparently Sasuke wants to figure out where Orochimaru is. He knows something that's secret to him. And the scroll has also sort of shaken him up as well. And we aren't really given too much information aside from the fact that the scroll itself contains some information that could allow the team to take over the entire shinobi world. But really, it's a mystery at this point. But the fact that Orochimaru is still around in the series, I think, is a huge deal, and I think it's awesome, because I just thought he was such a fantastic villain. What sort of form he's going to take, however, I think is going to be interesting. You know, this is just a huge part of the chapter, and what Sasuke wants with Orochimaru is even more important. But, you know, that's a really huge deal. And also, it seems that Sasuke doesn't like Madara at all. It looks like when he heard that Madara was still on the battlefield, the real Madara, that he's just immediately pissed. So I'm thinking that maybe Sasuke is going to end up fighting against him, and then Naruto is going to be the one who's going to be fighting against Toby. But again, there's just a ton of interesting developments this week. Of course, the Ten Tails is a huge deal. The fact that it's just starting to get summoned is just massive. This is something we've been waiting for the longest time, and hopefully next week we'll actually get to see that come to fruition. But then again, of course, you got Jugo and Suigetsu, which honestly I did not expect to see them so soon. And like the police, they always seem to show up at the last minute. But Orochimaru, that's the biggest thing this week, I really think. Ten Tails aside, Orochimaru is an important character. He's been around since practically the beginning of the series. He has ties to a lot of the most important characters, and he's just straight up evil. He's an evil snake man. And I loved reading and watching him. I just thought he was such a fantastic villain. And I can't wait to see how he's going to come back into this series. And what I think is even more interesting is that Kabuto himself, maybe he didn't know that Orochimaru was still alive or anything. And even some people are now saying that Orochimaru is Toby. And now there's even more theories that are just abound and everything. So Orochimaru is coming back. Ten Tails is being summoned. Shit's going down. Good stuff is going on here. I can't wait till we get back to this stuff next week. And Christian will be joining me then. So hopefully we'll get something really cool for him to look at as well. But I loved this chapter. I thought it was awesome. I loved the one panel with Toby and the Ghetto Mazo statue. I love seeing Orochimaru is going to be coming back. So a lot of promise from this one. I'm going to slap an 8 out of 10 on this bad boy. Just a really great chapter for the Naruto fans. Things that are going to get people like us really, really pumped up. You guys need to check this one out. What did you guys think about this week's chapter? Did you love the huge revelation that Orochimaru is still possibly alive? Or even the fact that the Ten Tails is going to be summoned? You can let me know with your comments below. And as always, guys, remember, if you like this video, make sure and give it a thumbs up. That concludes this review today, guys. SuperKamiGuru9000, out.